Hi, and welcome to my channel. I am doing a past life reading with the most healing of aggression. And we are actually focusing on like some anger management in this. We want to focus on where that might be stemming from to help better the self or the soul for personal relationships. And I was actually brought into World War II in this life. There was a lot going on. Also, too, I felt like military was a big thing. Almost like there was more than one life in military. So, and I do know that you are in the military. So, there's something going on with that, like just wanting to go back in kind of thing into that area. So, I was hearing the name Gustav, and I was in I was in Germany in World War. It was during the World War II. Particularly the end of war was where I was seeing as the end of the war. So, I felt in this life you were a high-ranking officer and you were older. You were not young. You had already been in the military when the war started. And so you were just propelled upward in the military when these things occurred in the German side of the military. I was seeing you as a teen or a young person, so we're going all the way back before the war started, wanting to serve the country, wanting to serve your people. I felt like you had 7 siblings and that you were a middle child. Your father was working in some kind of manual labor. Mother, of course, was more like a housewife. Married a girl you grew up with, that your family knew each other, and I felt like you had married her and had some children of your own as well. At the end of the war, I felt like you truly believed in the cause of what you believed in. And there was like this angry and this feeling of injustice was served and that all was lost. And it was just like this feeling of injustice. I also felt that a lot of the soldiers went into like hiding, or something to the effect where they did not want to surrender. Even to the very end, we're gonna fight it to the end. We're not going out this way. We're gonna take it down. We'll go down fighting. We'll die for our cause. I'd rather die than succumb to defeat, kind of feeling that I feel like might have carried on. So everything in this particular life comes at you. You're like, I'd rather die than be defeated. I'd rather, this feeling of carry on that feeling. You can let me know if that makes sense. You did have a one son, and your family was actually very important to you. You very protective over your family and the people in your life. So I asked the masters, teachers, and loved ones if they can give me any insight, and I saw the anger, the feeling of injustice, not wanting to be trapped or caught, ready to fight, ready to die. And this feeling of I'm not going to lose control, I will not be defeated, was a big play into this. I asked the master teachers and loved ones if there's any kind of healing that can be done, and they said yes. 1/8 of light. So we place your soul under 1/8 of light. That will help you more like understand where it's coming from and feel that little lift. So it's a gradual thing. It doesn't happen overnight. It's like maybe a year from now, you might notice, hey, I'm not really getting so worked up over these little things, that feeling of injustice or being trapped or surrendering to somebody might be lifted from you, where you might not even notice it, like maybe in a year or a year and a half, you're like, oh, I just don't really feel that way anymore. And it is a gradual thing that will slowly dissipate as time goes forward, and you'll be able to notice that in the future in that way. And I hope this reading makes sense to you, and I hope you have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are, whenever you view this video. Thank you for blessing me to be able to enter your Akashic.